Now, before we start writing any code whatsoever, I just want to share with you the text editor that I'll be using throughout this series. And I've chosen to go with Visual Studio Code. And the reason I've done this is because first of all, it's free, so anyone can download and use it. And secondly, it comes packed with cool features, such as IntelliSense and an integrated terminal. We can also install a really cool package for this, which is going to help us out when it comes to building Vue applications as well. And I'll show you that in a minute. So you don't have to go with this text editor. You can go with whichever one you prefer. You might prefer Atom or Bracket or Sublime. That's fine. This is just the one I'm choosing to go with. If you want to download it, you can go to code.visualstudio.com and you can click this button right here to choose your operating system. All right. So I've already installed that, and now I'm just going to go to my command line. I'm going to type CMD to open up command prompt, and I'm going to navigate into the folder that I want to open up my text editor in. So to do that, I'll say CD to change directory, go into the documents folder, /Udemy, /view - Firebase. So this is the folder right here that I'll be doing all of the course inside. Now, if I want to open Visual Studio Code inside this directory, I can just type in code dot, and that's going to open up my text editor for me. Now, when it first loads, you're going to see this welcome screen right here. You can get rid of that. And you're going to notice your folder right here, View Firebase. There's nothing in there whatsoever at the minute. Now, I want to show you a couple of packages, or 3 packages that I have installed for this course. The first one is Live Server. And by the way, you click on this icon down here to go to packages. The first one is Live Server. So this is going to spin up a local development server for us with live reload, so that when we change our code and save, it's going to update in the browser as well. So that's going to be really helpful in the early days where we're looking at the basics of Vue.js. The next one is Monakai++, and this is just a syntax theme to make the code look pretty. The third one is Vita, and this is the package that is really going to help us out when we're developing applications with Vue.js. It comes with all these cool features such as syntax highlighting, snippets, emit, formatting, and loads of other stuff too. So out of all of these 3, I would definitely recommend installing this one, and probably the live server as well for our early chapters. Okay, so if you want to install any of those, you just have to search for them at the top. For example, if I type in live server, it's going to hopefully come up with some results. You can see I've already got it installed, but you should see a green button that says install right here. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is the integrated terminal. Now, I can just press Ctrl-T to open up my terminal at the bottom, and then Ctrl-T to close it again. So I'll be using this terminal throughout this series. Now, this is not the default shortcut for it. I think the default one is Control and hyphen. But if you want to change your shortcut, you can go to this cog down here, then go to keyboard shortcuts, search for terminal, toggle, and you should see this option right here. This will be your current key binding, whatever is shown here. But if you want to change it, right click and go to change key binding. Then you can enter your desired key binding. I'm going to do Control-T again and leave it at that. So that is Visual Studio Code, and those are the packages that I'll be using throughout this series.